Let's bring in Zeldin now, New York gubernatorial candidate, congressman from Suffolk County. What another 12 hours you have had. Could put us, if you can, Congressman, with you and your wife. You're in the Bronx at a Columbus Day parade, and then how do you find out about a shooting a half block from your house?
We get a phone call from our daughter, Michaela. We hear our other daughter, Ariana, in the background crying. She's speaking to 911. They were the 911 callers. Michaela's freaking out, but we're not able to hear everything because of the Wi-Fi connection. They were locked inside of a bathroom. They were at the kitchen table. They were doing homework. All of a sudden, they're hearing multiple gunshots. They then hear screaming. They run upstairs, lock themselves in the bathroom. One of my daughters calls 911. The other one calls us. At first, they're thinking that the people that they hear screaming, the individuals who are on our porch, around our porch, they don't know whether or not those are the people who are shooting or the people who are getting shot. So we just told them to stay locked down until we got the clear from the Suffolk County Police Department, which did take a while. I mean, they responded, they secured the scene, and then we told them to get out of the bathroom. But it really freaked them out. This is something where you had two people who got shot who were essentially laying down about 10 feet from where they were doing homework. One of the bullets landed about 30 feet from where the girls were doing homework. And yeah, this hits extremely close to home. It showed up at our front doorstep yesterday. When we were getting back to the house, I mean, we had to go through crime scene tape. We're getting advised where to walk so that we weren't stepping on blood. This is not something that we were planning to return home to when we left for a Columbus Day parade in the Bronx.
Gosh, we're so glad that your daughters are okay, and we're glad that they had each other, because that's such a scary situation for them to be in, and for you as a parent to be in. To get that phone call is every parent's worst nightmare. Have police, Congressman, told you any motive for the shooting, or have they told you any information about who's responsible?
They haven't yet. When we came home, we opened up our security camera footage, and 4 of our security cameras picked up these 3 individuals who were on our property. One was laying down underneath our porch. Another one was laying down under a bush in front of our porch, just a couple feet away. The third person who wasn't shot was moving all around the property, up and down the porch a couple times, through the front yard. So he was coming across all 4 of the cameras. Those are the only 3 people we picked up on our security camera footage. We do have vehicles that are passing by on the street, but we haven't been notified as far as who did the shooting and what the motive was.
Sure, absolutely. Although, there are stories out there, it could be gang-related, but that doesn't make you feel any better. I mean, that's the problem with Chicago right now, and it's a complete disaster. Congressman, I think a lot of people think because you are a congressman, a member of Congress, you probably have security for you and your family. That is not the case. How did your daughters know to go to an interior room and lock themselves in a closet or a bathroom? Because that was brilliant on their part.
Yeah, I really am grateful for how swift and smartly the girls responded. They just went straight up into the upstairs bathroom, locked themselves in, and called 911. The shooting took place at 2:18. By 2:19, Ariana was on the phone with 911. They responded really smartly. Unfortunately for New Yorkers, this wasn't the only story yesterday. I mean, you're also reading about somebody else who got stabbed on a New York City subway, somebody else who got slashed in the East Village. I mean, this is day after day after day, and there are a lot of parents, there are a lot of families dealing with this reality of rising crime in New York. For us, fortunately, my daughters knew exactly how to respond. But listen, they were just sitting there at the kitchen table doing homework, and bullets started going off all around them. And we don't live in, some huge house with, this isn't a gated community. This was something that happened really just feet from where they were sitting.
What's pretty amazing is just how different media covers this. Newsday, your hometown newspaper, puts it on page 11. New York Post has it on the cover. They see it as a huge problem because, this is the second major incident around your candidacy. You could say, well, they weren't targeting you, Congressman, but they weren't targeting that parent at Parents' Day in a Marriott in Poughkeepsie either. That was the crossfire from 2 homeless criminals that was sitting there. It's all the randomness of this crime that hits to you. In fact, one of the questions were to you, questioning you yesterday in your press conference. One of the press members said, Why are you politicizing this so soon after a major incident like this? Which I found is an outrageous question. You're not politicizing it. You're bringing up crime in a city that you want to be governor in.
I was answering her questions in front of crime scene tape in front of my own house.
Yeah.
And by the way, I was standing outside of my home answering their questions because they asked me to come outside to speak to them. So I said, okay, y'all are asking for me to come out to address what happened. Happy to do it. Rather than doing a whole bunch of one-on-one interviews while we're spending this time with our daughters, we'll come out and just answer everyone's questions at the same time. The first question is then coming after me for standing in front of the crime scene tape speaking to you.
Right.
But listen, you mentioned Newsday. I mean, here's the problem is that there's an election coming up in 29 days. And they want to do everything in their power to prop up Kathy Hochul.
They do.
And the problem is that if they were going to give any fuller coverage to what happened, they don't want to incidentally end up helping my candidacy. So I don't know if Newsday has actually said anything negative about Kathy Hochul ever. I'm not sure. Maybe they have. But the reality right now in this state is that New Yorkers don't feel safe. Even the former Democratic governor, David Paterson, Democratic governor, was making statements in an interview over the weekend about even in the 80s and 90s, he didn't feel as unsafe as he does right now. People aren't riding the subway because they're afraid of being pushed in front of an oncoming subway car. You have people who are walking the streets with their head on the swivel, and if they have to go 2 blocks, they're calling an Uber rather than walking when they used to be willing to walk 20 blocks. I mean, all across the state in the last week and a half, we have had people who have gotten murdered, from the Marist dad who is from Long Island. There was a woman in the Buffalo area who was murdered last Wednesday. Her husband was released, the shooter, the murderer, was released a day earlier on cashless bail. Attacked her. She said to people, this guy's going to murder her. She was wearing a bulletproof vest when he shot her the next day in front of their 3 kids. So this is a reality we should be confronting head on. The idea you're not going to confront it because you don't want to hurt Kathy Hochul, who you're trying to prop up, that's the disgrace. I mean, don't come after me for answering your questions.
It's the new New York, and it's terrifying. I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.